We are glad to have coffee with you guys again for training number 4, the jewelry show.
All right, so now you have your flip chart in front of you because that was part of the action items. We just kind of want to go through the parts very quickly of what a jewelry show looks like. And remember, your script is right there, whether you're using the flip chart or whether you're using the postcards, the big index cards like that Premier sent you in your kit. Both are great to use, whatever you prefer and comfortable with. So the first element of a jewelry show is your introduction, okay? You want to tell people who you are, and you also want to tell them why you're doing Premier. Kind of plant that little seed. We can go into more depth later on too, and you'll see examples of different shows. Then, if you're using the flip chart and playing the letter game, the first letter is P, when we talk about Premier designs. The next letter is G, where we talk about our golden guarantee. The next letter is either S for style or F for fashion. That's just your fashion segment. That's the exciting time. That's what they're really there for. They want to see this beautiful jewelry and all it can do, and that's where you come in to wow them. The next part is your hostess plan. You want to describe the hostess benefits as well as do your booking activity. Your booking activity is the backbone of your business. Don't skip a booking activity. It is key to continuing your business on and on and on. Get with your Premier Mom, get with your upline. We will teach you so you feel confident and you can go forward and book a lot of shows. The next part is your sponsoring talk. You want to share this blessing of a business with others. You're not trying to sell this business on anyone. The business does that for itself. If anyone is smart and can see the potential, they will make it happen. But it's up to you to plant those seeds and share a little bit more. And there's lots of different sponsoring activities you can do. And finally, the last thing is you want to do some kind of special if Premier's not running one. And finally, hand out a survey, or we like to call them customer profiles, however you want to refer to them. But just make sure you're handing something out for them to fill out that's going to give you information.
Now, Carrie talked about the specials. These are important. A lot of times Premier will have a specific customer special. If they're not running one, we always encourage you to run your own. This is your business, and people love to feel like they're getting a deal. How many times have you gone to Kohl's and we get that Kohl's cash or that 30% discount, and even if we don't need anything, we still feel like we have to go to the store to use that discount? Same idea at your shows. You want to give the customers a special so that they feel like they're getting a deal and they're excited to kind of get up to that next purchasing level. There's a lot of different ideas out there for specials. One that I really run most of the time is if they make a $50 purchase, they can choose an additional item at 25% off. And if they make a $75 purchase, they can choose an item at 50% off. Which specials do you run?
I do a $75 purchase, get anything in the catalog up to 50% off. That's the only one I generally run, and it works great.
Yep, and you can talk to your Premier Mom and see if there's other ideas for you out there, but really whatever you want to run and that you would be excited about, I'm sure your customers would be excited about it too.
The other thing that's important that we talked about is the survey. Again, this is something that most people cut and don't do, but the survey is going to give you so much information. Not only is it going to describe to your guests all the different services and options for different types of jewelry shows, it's going to have them write down, maybe they thought if they played the booking activity, they had to have their jewelry show within 2 weeks. No way! It gives them a spot where they can write in maybe later or a month that might be better for them. It's also going to give you information as to whether or not they're a little interested in the business. That's going to help you at checkout, and you can refer to how to utilize that information at checkout during our checkout video as you watch it. The other very, very, very important part of our survey is it says, if the hostess of this show decides to become a jeweler, you would have a jewelry show to help them get started. Why is this important? Because most people circle yes. And when your hostess is interested in the business, you can let them know you have 6 people that already said they would have a jewelry show for you. You have nothing to lose. It helps them feel confident right out of the gate. It's a very, very, very important tool to use.
Now, the other thing you're going to see in that checkout video is some objection handling. Notice all of the ways that we can combat those objections. Objections are great. They're actually a very, very good thing when you hear them. So don't get discouraged or feel like you messed up or anything like that during your show when people have an objection, because all they're saying is, yes, I would like to either have a show, or yes, I would like more information about the business, but I need your help. That's all an objection is. So just listen for those in the next video.
And now finally, we do have some action items for you. But before we do that, the code word is
espresso.
Espresso. We love coffee.
Yay.
Okay. So action item number 1, we want you to watch 2 mock shows. So I'm going to do my jewelry show and Lori's going to do her jewelry show. And that is going to give you 2 completely different examples of the jewelry show format. You pick which one is best for you and then create your own, as long as it has the major components that are required by Premier.
Absolutely.
Okay? Go ahead.
The next thing we want you to do is get with your Premier mom. We want you guys to practice your booking activity at least 5 times. Do this out loud. Don't just say it in your head and think that it sounds great, because once it comes out, it sounds totally different. So make sure that you are practicing it. You can practice while you're driving to work in the car, practice while you're in the shower. It doesn't matter, but just practice your booking activity at least 5 times.
And practice your sponsoring activity in the same way, 5 times out loud. Because again, what sounds good in your head and then when you open your mouth could be 2 different things. So the more you practice ahead of time, the more confident you're going to feel. That also includes your jewelry. You're going to want to make sure which pieces you know that you are going to show and how to handle them. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to make a mistake. It shows that you're human. And that's actually a really funny thing you can say when you make a mistake with jewelry. You can say this, "Oh, see, anybody can do this job." That's absolutely fine. But the more you practice, the more confident you are going to feel.
Once you've practiced your booking activity and you've practiced your sponsoring activity and you've gotten a handle for your jewelry, then we want you to get with your Premier mom and role play your entire show. Please do not skip this step. We know it can be uncomfortable and scary, but this is going to be a huge key in your success. She wants to help you get through your show. You can iron out anything that might not feel comfortable, but get with your Premier mom and role play your entire show for her.
Now, during your sponsoring activity, you also want to refer to something called a curiosity packet, which is a little envelope of information, and in fact, Premier already gave them to you. They're the little squares that say "We are Premier," and they open up really cute. Those are the ones that tell you a little bit about the business. You want to have those ready to go with your contact information on the back. So that way, if somebody is a little interested in Premier, you have a curiosity packet to give them. You want to be able to utilize. Challenge yourself to give away 2 to 4 curiosity packets at every single show, because the more you share this blessing of a business, the more this business can bless others. And last but not least, make sure that you are booking a time with your Premier mom to learn how to share that opportunity. Join us at one of our opportunity presentation nights. Even if you don't have anybody to bring, we encourage you to come, not only to get along, to meet other jewelers, but also to see how to share it so that when you do get a prospect, you'll feel much more confident.
And we do that over coffee too.
Coffee, we love it. All right, finally, we have a few more tutorial videos that you can watch. They're quick and easy, but they cover things like taxes, how to go over the Premier website, how to process a return or replacement. They're gonna happen. A return or a replacement is going to happen, and we're gonna teach you how to take care of that very quickly, and it's very easy.
We're also going to cover things like the Golden Guarantee. What's covered under the Golden Guarantee? What might be more of something that's a wear and tear issue? You will have a couple other sheets under this video to print out as resources for you, along with a video that will explain those in a little bit more detail.
And finally, we want to get to know you. We want to invite you to our new jeweler coffee hour. Coffee! Please come. You'll get a certificate of completion, and you'll also get a present from us. And we get to know you one-on-one as opposed to just through the video.
We thank you for your time. We hope this has been helpful for you as you get a successful start in your business, and we look forward to meeting you and getting to know you better over the next few months.
Goodbye!